Hey there, friends. Welcome to the channel. My name is Dan. I am a golf teacher and coach. These videos are designed to help you get better at the game of golf. And today what we're going to talk about is how I think you can master or certainly improve the control over your ball flight, the directional control, how the ball curves in the air through something that I would call summation training. Okay, and I came up with that name based on the quote that you are a summation of what you do most. So that's the quote that was always stuck in my head. I Googled it. It's actually you're the sum total of your experiences. And I think Maya Angelou has one that goes way deeper and longer. But let's not waste any time on that. You are a summation of what you do most. I believe that. So if you do certain things with your swing, the more you do them, the more likely you are to continue doing them. Okay? So with summation training, we're going to try and play with the volume of what we're doing in our practice to tease our pattern in a specific way. Let me explain. We're going to go through ball flight, club face to path, and the directional control, how the ball, again, is curving through the air. So I think the easiest way of doing this, I'm just going to hit some shots and explain to you how I would run someone through this in like a lesson environment. So what you can see is face angle, path, face to path. I'm a right-handed golfer. It doesn't matter whether I'm right or left-handed. TrackMan's going to read anything to the right as positive, to the left as negative. So let me hop in here and just make a swing for us. Okay, that felt open. Let's see. That was pretty straight, but technically it was a slight fade, right? So the path was 1 degree out to in, the face was basically 0. So I hit a little fade there. Now let's just say hypothetically that I want to play more of a draw. I don't want the fade, I want more of a draw. So what then I'm going to start doing, assuming I know how to hook versus slice the ball, I'm going to start programming myself 2, 3, 4 hooks intentionally in a row, followed up by one intentional slice so I can sort of highlight the differences in how that all feels. And then I'm just going to run through multiple sets of that. And if you do multiple sets of hitting 4 or 5 hooks versus one slice, 4 or 5 hooks versus one slice, at the end of several rounds, your swing is going to be more hook biased, 100%. And what's nice about this is you'll probably be doing multiple things to create that at the same time without having to mentally go through each one as like a checklist, okay? If you don't know how to hook and slice it, let me give you kind of the paint by numbers version of how I think you can do that, okay? We're going to use 2 things. We're going to use body alignment at setup, and we're going to use your release rate, okay? So body alignment at setup should be pretty straightforward. The more to left field I stand as a right-handed golfer, the more I'm going to swing out to in. And if I can keep the face open to that, I'll hit slices. The more I swing or stand this way, I'm aiming to right field my body inside out. And then so long as I can get the face to close, I'll hit hooks. So that's the body lines. I like to think about kind of a steering wheel for the release rate. So if I want the face to close faster, it means it has to turn left faster. If I steer left in the car, that's going to be my right arm rolling over the left arm faster. That closes the face faster. So let's just try that one real quick. So I want more hook bias. I'm going to stand out to right field. Hopefully you don't mess this up for you guys. That felt pretty good. So body's right. I release hard, and there's my hook. That worked out really well. So in this scenario, I'm going to do multiple of them, and then I'll go to the slice. Now in this scenario, if I was already slicing it, I probably don't need to add to that. But this was pretty neutral. So I'll do the opposite. Now for a slice, I'm going to stand open, and then I'm going to feel like I'm steering the wheel to the right. The idea is as I come down, the right arm already feels under the left arm, so I'm just going to turn and try and leave it that like that. We call that holding it off, right? So I'm going to hold off the finish, stance open, hold it off. That one came out well too. I need the camera on me more often. This is really going well, guys. So, wow. The TrackMan usually doesn't record something that's that horizontally off center. But 18 degrees path, that's largely my stance being that open. And then my arms were responsible for holding that face open to the path in the downswing. In summation training, especially when you're first getting started, don't be bashful. Big hooks, big slices. That's really going to help you appreciate what it feels like on either side of the spectrum. If you can find either side of the spectrum, you can also find the middle, and you can find the middle through summation training, right? So whatever you're doing, if you want to do the opposite, at least 2 or 3, maybe 4 or 5, even more of that opposite pattern versus the one that you don't like, but get some of them in there so you can really highlight the differences. And like anything else, if you're struggling, start slow and slowly add the speed in, okay? So We are a summation of what we do most. So whatever you're looking to do more of it. All right, I hope this helps. Like and subscribe.